So Marvel Rivals is right on the horizon, coming out this week. There's been a lot of discussion on whether this game can kill Overwatch or not. So the question I come to pose to you guys today is, can it actually do it? To answer this, we have to ask the question, why are people upset with Overwatch right now? I think there's a lot of answers to this question. You can talk about the predatory monetization, overly grindy gameplay and battle pass, or one of the bigger ones, the format. So can Marvel Rivals kill it? Well, even with all these issues, Overwatch still has a relatively healthy player base. This is just the Steam charts. I'm assuming the numbers are around the same on console and Battle.net. So you can say it definitely still has a healthy player base. So that then begs the question, is Overwatch one of those games that can never die? And honestly, I don't think so. I think the reason we're seeing a healthy amount of players playing the game lately is because of their Overwatch Classic event. This event advertised the return to 6v6 with the original cast of heroes with all of their OG abilities coming back. But the problem is this event is over, and Marvel Rivals is coming out 2 days after this happened. Marvel Rivals couldn't be set up in a more advantageous position to succeed. So without 6v6 and classic Overwatch there to bring the player base back, Marvel Rivals comes in at the perfect time to release a 6v6 hero shooter with the Marvel IP. And I think that is one of the most important parts of this whole thing. Overwatch got popular not just because the gameplay was fun and addictive, but the characters were really easy to fall in love with and became instant classics in the gaming space. Every character in Overwatch is recognizable, and even people who don't play video games know certain Overwatch characters. But Marvel is Marvel. It is one of, if not the biggest brands in the entire world. So when you bring these characters in, characters that arguably are more loved than Overwatch characters, it's a big deal. And if Marvel Rivals can get the gameplay right, which it seems like they're on the right track, it has a very real shot at not only competing with Overwatch, but overtaking it. You have to remember, the reason Overwatch has been able to get away with so many scummy business practices and so many changes that fundamentally hurt the core of what people loved about the game is because they've been allowed to operate uncontested in the hero shooter space for a long time. Sure, there are games like Paladins that came along, but they came and went. Overwatch, for the most part, has had a complete monopoly on this space for a very long time. And with Marvel Rivals coming into the picture, offering 6v6, open queue, and a lot of things that Overwatch has neglected its player base for a while, it should be a wake-up call for Overwatch. Remember that if there's competition, that's good for everybody. We as gamers win in the end. If Marvel Rivals comes out and Overwatch sees it really affecting their player base and taking players from them, they're going to want to up their game and make sure that they can keep their player base around. So if you want to stick with Overwatch and you don't even plan on playing Marvel Rivals, this might be a good thing for you too. When a game series has such a strong grip on a certain subgenre, it's hard for them to want to innovate or try to push the genre forward because they know no matter what, nobody's competing with them, so they don't really have an incentive to do so. For example, look at the NBA 2K series, or let's be honest, any sports franchise these days like Madden, NHL, FIFA, because EA has control of all of them. They used to be held to such a high standard back in the day because their games were genuinely amazing. I mean, games like NBA 2K15 and NBA 2K16 are literally stuck in my brain because I used to play them every day with my friends after school. But ever since NBA Live bowed out of that competition, 2K has gone downhill because they just don't give a shit anymore. I bring that all up to say that reminds me a lot of what Overwatch is struggling with right now. They know that they don't have to necessarily listen to what people are saying because they're going to play the game anyways. They don't have to change it. But with Marvel Rivals coming out, that changes everything. Overwatch has to try again because if they don't, they'll be forgotten because there's a new kid on the block that is willing to listen and looks a lot more fun than what current Overwatch is providing us right now. So how does Overwatch fix this? Well, for starters, you can start by cleaning up the monetization system that you have in the game right now. I think if you made this more accessible and gave people a reason to play where they could earn things instead of paying for them, it would increase player engagement by a lot. Also, just bring this back permanently. People want to play this, and if you added a ranked version of this mode, I think people would absolutely eat that up. Also, bring back the fire animated shorts that we don't get anymore. We get really watered down things like this.
Those boots, the drill, that perfect smile, it's venture! Whoosh, flashback.
When we used to get stuff like this. Just bring the old ones back. It makes people excited about the game again, and maybe even look into making an animated show. I know people would love that, and I would personally eat that up. All I know is that right now Marvel Rivals has all the momentum to succeed, and Overwatch is losing their momentum fast. If they don't make these changes to bring back their player base and reestablish some trust there, I'm afraid the once Game of the Year winner that used to be a gaming titan is just gonna fade away into irrelevance while a new king takes their throne. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and check out some of my other videos I've been uploading recently. It would help a lot. Thank you guys so much. Peace out.